Hello, everybody. Welcome. We are the Squirrel Hillbillies, and so happy to spend this afternoon with you. We are going to open with a song called Life is Beautiful. Let's go drifting through the trees. Let's go sailing on the seas. Let's go dancing on the juke joint floor and leave our troubles all behind and have a party so easily forgotten. The most important thing is the melody and the moonlight in your eyes, and a song that lasts forever. Somewhere in the world, the sun is shining bright. I get crazy, so afraid I might lose you one sad day and I'd be nothing but a tired old man, and I don't want to be without you at the party. So easily forgotten. The most important thing is the melody and the moonlight in your eyes, and a song that lasts forever. Keeps on getting better all the time. 'Cause life is beautiful, life is wondrous. Every star above is shining just for us. Life is beautiful on a stormy night. Somewhere in the world, the sun is shining bright. So easily forgotten. The most important thing is that I love you. Spend my days and nights walking through this crazy world with you. 'Cause life is beautiful, life is wondrous. Every star above is shining just for us. Life is beautiful on a stormy night. Somewhere in the world, the sun is shining, shining bright. Thank you so much. How are we doing on sound? Can you hear everything? Yeah. Great. You let us know if it ever feels too loud. This next song is a song that we wrote, and I'll say something about, first of all, my name is Jenny. I usually forget to introduce us, and this is Gary. And we are the Squirrel Hillbillies, and people often say, like we had before the show, why are you the Squirrel Hillbillies? Well, when we perform locally, many people get the joke. We are indeed from Squirrel Hill. So it was sort of an obvious thing for us to be the Squirrel Hillbillies. But when we travel, folks who don't know Squirrel Hill say, why aren't you the Beaver Hillbillies or the Groundhog Hillbillies or some other rodent? And then we explained to them that, in fact, there is a neighborhood in Pittsburgh called Squirrel Hill among 90 other neighborhoods. Anybody here from Squirrel Hill? No? North Hills folks here? Okay. When we write our songs, we write all of our songs together, which is kind of unusual, we've learned. And oftentimes they begin with some lyric that one of us comes up with, or a musical ditty that someone comes up with. And this next song, you want to give them a little?
Yeah, I'll give them a little.
So that that little ditty, Gary showed up at my house one day playing, and I liked it. And I said, "What's that?" He said, "I don't know. It just came into my hands." And we had just been at a conference with people who played gypsy jazz, and we thought maybe it worked its way in. So over time, that song became this next song called The Carney, and you'll hear that riff in there.
Set up at the edge of town, ropes and cables tangled on the ground, creaky wooden stages and saggy little tents, a crooked sign that advertised admission 50 cents. By the time the people from the factory headed home, the sun was barely in the sky and the carney was aglow. Passing by the wagon sitting empty on the rocks, most of us lined up and dropped our coins into the box. Carney show ran through the night, I stayed until the dawn. And as I stepped outside the tent, I heard a little song. The music drew me back inside and everything was wild. A monkey walked the tightrope, or perhaps it was a child. Feathers fell from rafters, tickling clowns who scratched their heads. A man appeared from nowhere, and this is what he said. The wonder and the longing that I brought you in this tent are fuel for the long journey you're embarking on, my friend. If you lose your way, it's okay, just close your eyes. Listen for the little song, let it be your guide. Turning knobs and gears, making things nobody needs. My mind is far from here. I'm back at the carney, balanced high on the tightrope. Or maybe it's not me, just a monkey in a coat. For a little happiness to help your life along, step right up, step inside and listen for the song. It goes like this.
As Owen, our audiovisual specialist here, noted before the show, the mandolin, which is what this is tuned the same as a violin. If you hold it this way, but all the strings are doubled. And so you use your little pick here to do what a bow would do on a violin. So those two instruments are related for anybody interested in kind of history of instruments. This next song we wrote, it's called Jitney. And for those who aren't familiar with a jitney, it's like an old-fashioned taxi cab. Just a person with a car and a person who needs a ride, and they find each other. And long before Uber and Lyft, we had jitneys in Pittsburgh helping people get home from the supermarkets, especially to areas that taxis didn't want to go. So this next song is a Pittsburgh song with a little reference to our crooked streets. I got a nice clean car. I'm gonna catch me a fare. You got rain on your face and you gotta get somewhere. Are you home for good or only passing through? Climb on in, we got some catching up to do. Been a long time, hun. What kind of trip you been on? Bet you seen some things you can never tell your mom. Them wandering eyes, they take you for a ride. I wonder, do you ever look behind? These hills are filled with streets as crooked as a maze, and maybe that explains the way I drive and why I don't think straight. I'm a lost cause, but I know my way around, and I ain't ever gonna leave this town. Well, I guess you heard, I finally paid my tolls. I learned to keep my eyes on the road. The oldie station plays my favorite songs. The rivers keep me here where I belong. I get to see you got a lot of things to do. Filed in that briefcase next to you. I'm low on gas and need a cup of joe. I hope you run me down before you go. These hills are filled with streets as crooked as a maze, and maybe that explains the way I drive and why I don't think straight. I'm a lost cause, but I know my way around, and I ain't never gonna leave this town. Thank you very much. We sang that song. We tour a lot around the U.S. and play in a lot of public libraries. And one of our library shows had 3 generations of women in the front row, a girl, a mother, and her mother. And so when we said there are things in that song that you would never tell your mom, I've pictured each one of them thinking about the things they hadn't told the person next to them. This next song we did not write, as probably most of you will recognize. It is a Bob Dylan favorite of ours. This next song is called Whisk You Away, and we wrote this song as a love song. Like, I want to take you away from all of this, but somehow some prison imagery worked its way into this song, and so I'll just give you the backstory on that. Gary here meditates in the Allegheny County Jail every week with the inmates there. And this has been many years he's been doing this work as a volunteer chaplain. And so we figure maybe that's how it worked its way in, whisking one away from any place that's hard, including jail. Not that we're advocating whisking someone out of jail, but recognizing that someone might feel like they're in jail even when they're not. So we give you whisk you away. A 1, 2, 3, 4.
I wanna whisk you away.
I wanna make escape, if only just for a day.
I wanna whisk you away.
Ha, ha. I wanna open the gate, love, and get you out of this place.
I wanna whisk you away.
Honey, I can't get my fill, never seems enough. Convict me if you will, I'm recklessly in love. Working hard and doing time, penalties are steep. I will be your alibi, so come on babe, let's flee.
I wanna whisk you away.
I wanna make escape, love, if only just for a day.
I wanna whisk you away.
Ha, I wanna open the gate, love, and get you out of this place.
I wanna whisk you away.
Take that burden off your back, it can wait a while. Only thing you need to pack's a toothbrush and a file. Hurry now and don't be late, I've devised a plan. Everyone deserves a break, let's break out while we can. I wanna whisk you away. I wanna make escape, love, if only just for a day. I wanna whisk you away. Ha, I wanna open the gate, love, and get you out of this place. I wanna whisk you away. Walls are made to keep folks out, but I'm in here with you. Honey, put aside your doubts, it's time to fly this coop. I wanna whisk you away. I wanna make an escape, love, if only just for a day. I wanna whisk you away. Ha, I wanna open the gate, love, and get you out of this place. I wanna whisk you away. All right. Thank you. At one of our very early gigs, someone said, you need more toe tapping songs. So we have tried to add more toe tapping songs. This next song is a song by Steve Goodman, a Chicago singer-songwriter you may have heard of. And it's, I'm glad you all ate lunch before you came, because it is got a lot of food references and it will make you hungry if you haven't already eaten. It is called Chicken Cordon Blues.
When I first met you, baby, you fed me on chicken and wine. Yeah, it was meat, potatoes, lobster, and cannoli, and chocolate chip cookies, and I felt fine. No, you feed me your seaweed and alfalfa sprouts and sunflower seeds, and honey, I got my doubts. You left me here with them chicken cordon blues. sitting here pondering the 20 pounds of groceries we bought at the East End Food Co-op there in Pittsburgh. We bought 5 pounds of brown rice and 5 more of beans and 10 pounds of granola. You know what that means? Hey, I'm a regular fella with the chicken cordon blues playing now. For affection, and I can't take no more. The stuff you feed me is so weird. All the cockroaches move next door. Well, you see that old dog, he's out on the street, got a smile on his face 'cause they let him eat meat. Here I am with a chicken cordon bleu. I'm passing out, baby. The chicken cordon blues.
I always like to say, if Steve Goodman had not written that song, Gary would have probably written it. They share a birthday and I think have a lot of the same sensibility, sense of humor. Speaking of sense of humor, this next song was inspired by a woman we met at one of our gigs at a public market in Pittsburgh years ago. She was selling these very beautiful chocolates, and they were hand wrapped in cellophane with little bows. They were very dainty. And we said to her, is this your regular job? Do you have a store? And she said, no, this is just a hobby job. I do this on the weekends. So we asked her, what does she do during the week? And she said she drives an 18-wheeler. And we just thought that was awesome, to drive an 18-wheeler on the weekdays and make hand-wrapped chocolates on the weekend. So we wrote this next song inspired by her, and it's about breaking stereotypes. It's called Joe and Donna, and it has a lot of Pittsburgh references in it. Joe met Donna at the bowling alley. He was sitting with her best friend, Sally. Donna come over, said, who's this dude? Sally, is this guy bothering you? Sally said, no, he ain't no trouble. In fact, he seems your type, baby face, no stubble. Donna took his hand, gave him the eye, said, hey boy, you wanna go for a ride? Donna drives an 18-wheeler, has season tickets for the Steelers. Joe knows how to please her. They drive on the parkway and park downtown, dance in the fountain till the sun comes round. Well, Donna's a certified bodyguard. Joe feels safe in her arms. When she moves her freight, it gives him a rush. When she flexes her muscles, it makes him blush. For his Donna, Joe cooks all day. She likes his cooking, and she puts it away. After 3 dozen eggs and a half a cow, she says, what you gonna feed me now? Donna drives an 18-wheeler, has season tickets for the Steelers. Joe knows how to please her. They drive on the parkway and park downtown, dance in the fountain till the sun comes round. Through the Squirrel Hill tunnels, cross the Liberty Bridge. Donna drives that big old rig, 18 wheels up McCardle Road, over the rivers and the lights below. They park hanging over the Mont Incline. She said, this is when you ask me to be your bride. Donna loves her 18-wheeler about as much as a season of the Steelers. car dealer. Gonna trade in the truck for a different rig, 'cause Joe don't know how to drive stick shift. Thank you very much. And there are a lot of words in that song. It reminds me to let you know that all of the lyrics for our songs, if you can't understand everything we're saying, because sometimes it's fast, are on our website. So we have SQUIRRELHILLBILLIES.com, has all of our song lyrics on it. And good way to go see what you missed if you didn't catch all the words.
You can listen to the songs too.
True, you can also listen to all our songs there for free. This next song might sound familiar to some of you. It was on Sesame Street back in the maybe early 80s, late 70s. And it's called I Don't Want to Live on the Moon. And we just think it's a beautiful song with beautiful music and lyrics.
I'd like to visit the moon on a rocket ship high in the air. Yes, I'd like to visit the moon, but I don't think I'd like to live there. I might stay for a day there. No, it's like I might like. Okay. Though I thought I'd look down. Let's start over.
Okay. What happens when you do songs you didn't write.
Well, I'd like to visit the moon on a rocket ship high in the air. Yes, I'd like to visit the moon, but I don't think I'd like to live there. Though I'd like to look down at the earth from above, I would miss all the places and people I love. So if I ever go, I'll be coming home soon. I don't want to live on the moon. I'd like to travel under the sea. I could meet all the fish everywhere. Yes, I'd travel under the sea, but I don't think I'd like to live there. I might stay for a day there if I had my wish, but it's hard to play baseball when your friends are all fish. The oysters and clams are still family. I don't want to live in the sea. I'd like to visit the jungle, hear the lions roar, go back in time and meet a dinosaur. So many places I'd like to be, but none of them permanently. So if I should visit the moon, I'll dance on a moonbeam, and then I'm gonna make a wish on a star, and I'll wish I was home once again. Though I'd like to look down at the earth from above, I would miss all the places and people I love. So if I ever go, I'll be coming home soon. I don't want to live on the moon. No, I don't want to live on the moon.
Thank you so much. So we did, anyone get to Oktoberfest downtown last couple of weeks? Yes, all right. So it was quite an event. They had a Ferris wheel on the Roberto Clemente Bridge, and thousands of people, a lot of music, dachshund races and Stein contests, holding out beers. And in the middle of all that, there we were up on the stage doing our thing. And so we did a little research to discover that of all songs, Country Roads is a tradition in Germany during Oktoberfest. So we learned John Denver's Country Roads, did it, and so we're going to do it for you today. We hope you'll sing along. Almost heaven, West Virginia, Blue Ridge Mountain, Shenandoah River. Life is old there, older than the trees, younger than the mountains, blowing like a breeze. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, all my memories gather round her. Miner's lady, stranger to blue water, dark and dusty, painted on the sky. Misty taste of moonshine, teardrop in my eye. Country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, I hear her voice in the morning hour. She calls me. The radio reminds me of my home far away. Driving down the road, I get a feeling that I should have been home yesterday. Yesterday, country roads, take me home to the place I belong. West Virginia, mountain mama, take me home. Country roads, take me home. Country roads. All right. Nice. Thank you for singing. That was great. Whoops. There we go. Anyone play ukulele here?
We got ukulele played.
Excellent, excellent.
They have a ukulele club.
I thought they might. Excellent. So ukulele, if you haven't tried it, it's really nice, simple instrument. Only 4 strings. It's actually the 4 high strings of a guitar, just tuned up 5 frets up from the guitar, 2.5 steps up from the guitar. And what's really nice about it, has plastic strings. They're nice on your fingers, and the chord forms are also much easier to play because there's only 4 strings. So just a pitch for guitar for ukuleles. This next song is an oldie called "Papa on the Housetop."
Oh, okay.
Different temperatures and different humidity all affects the tuning of stringed instruments. And so after a while, sometimes we have to retune. All right. A 2, 3, 4.
Mama said to Papa, be quiet as a mouse. So Papa climbed up on top of the house. Made a lot of whoopee, made a lot of noise. Stood up and cheered with the rest of the boys. Babies in the cradle, brothers on the town. Sisters in the parlor, trying on a gown. Mama's in the kitchen, messing all around. And Papa's on the housetop, he won't come down. Well, the blues they come, yeah, the blues they come. Nobody knows where the blues come from. The blues they go, blues they go. Everybody happy when the old blues go. Well, Mama's in the kitchen, messing all around, and Papa's on the housetop, he won't come down. Well, hush, little baby, now don't you cry. The blues are gonna leave us by and by. Papa come in just a little bit sore, put the baby in the cradle and the blues outdoors. Baby's in the cradle, brothers on the town, sisters in the parlor trying on a gown. Mama's in the kitchen, messing all around, and Papa's on the housetop, he won't come down. Well,
Thank you very much.
okay, yeah, good.
Another one that folks can sing along to here, a Patsy Cline favorite, Walking After Midnight. I go out walking after midnight, out in the moonlight, just like we used to do. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I walk for miles along the highway, well, that's just my way of saying I love you. I'm always walking after midnight, searching for you. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me. Thank you, Gary. I stopped to see a weeping willow crying on his pillow. Maybe he's crying for me. And as the skies turn gloomy, night winds whisper to me, I'm lonesome as I can be. I go out walking after midnight, out in the starlight, just hoping you may be somewhere out walking after midnight, searching for me. Thank you so much. A cute little story about walking after midnight. Gary and I have played many years in what used to be called the Pittsburgh International Children's Festival. That happened down in Oakland for a while, in the north side for a while, downtown it's moved around. And many years ago, when my now 20-year-old daughter was maybe 6 or 7, we asked her what songs did she think would be good for the Pittsburgh International Children's Festival. And she gave it some thought. She said, definitely Walking After Midnight. I just thought that was precious that she liked that song. Another oldie called Diddy Wah Diddy.
Guys are so quiet. Well, I went outside, I walked around. Somebody looked at me and said, well, look who's in town. It's Diddy Wah Diddy.
Diddy Wah Diddy.
Mr. Diddy Wah Diddy.
Mr. Diddy Wah Diddy.
Well, I wish somebody tell me what Diddy Wah Diddy means. I knew a little gal about 5'4". She walked down the Giant Eagle grocery store for some Diddy Wah Diddy.
Diddy Wah Diddy.
Over there in the dairy section.
Diddy Wah Diddy.
Wish somebody to tell me what Diddy Wah Diddy means. Let's play it now. Well, I went to a show, put my hat on a seat. A lady sat on and said, you sure look sweet. Diddy Wah Diddy.
Diddy Wah Diddy.
Diddy Wah Diddy.
Diddy Wah Diddy.
Well, I wish somebody'd tell me what Diddy Wah Diddy means. Look out now. Well, Mama bought a chicken. She thought it was a duck. She put him on the table with his legs sticking up and said, Diddy Wah Diddy.
Diddy Wah Diddy.
That chicken said, huh?
Diddy Wah Diddy.
Well, I wish somebody'd tell me what Diddy Wah Diddy means.
Thank you. I should have given you a heads up to be listening to all the references to chickens in the songs that we sing.
that's right.
Somehow we write chickens into our songs, and when we choose songs by other people, they have chickens in them too. So we don't know exactly where that's coming from.
Chickens in the yard.
Chickens in the yard. I think I'm going to do that one next.
Okay.
So Gary here lives in a set of row houses in Squirrel Hill, where all the folks kind of help take care of each other informally, all different ages. And so his neighbors asked him if he could come over to help take care of their cats while they were out of town. They know he's a nice guy. Of course, he's going to say yes. But they also know he might need some instructions. He doesn't have cats of his own. So they invited him over, and out came the list. And the cat lovers in the house will understand the list of how to make sure that fat cat does not take skinny cat's food, basically, is what most of the instructions were about. And so we wrote this song called Fat Cat, Skinny Cat to try to help Gary memorize all of those instructions.
Well, skinny cat eat on the microwave, fat cat eat on the floor. Skinny cat, fat cat eat what the skinny cat leave when the skinny cat eat no more. Skinny cat only likes fresh food, fat cat he don't care. Skinny cat always hanging out, and fat cat's hiding somewhere. There's a fat cat, skinny cat, live just 2 doors down. I stop in to see 'em when the family's not around. Now skinny cat, he get a kitty treat, but I can't remember when. Fat cat, he get hairballs, gotta brush him now and then. I read all the instructions, put them in this song. Fat cat, skinny cat, they always sing along. And they sing, fat cat, skinny cat, live just 2 doors down. I stop in to see 'em when the family's not around. Now skinny cat say to fat cat, hey, the chickens flew the coop. Time for us to have some fun, let's go and shoot some hoops. Paint our nails, curl our tails, play some air guitar. Raise the door on the shed out back and drive that nice sports car. You're a fat cat, skinny cat, live just 2 doors down. I stop in to see 'em when the family's not around. Now fat cat say to skinny cat, don't want no trouble, man. Just leave me be and let me eat, there's tuna in that can. Them folks of ours, they're tight, you know, they limit what I get. Now they're gone, I'm gonna feast, so hand me that baguette. 'Cause we're a fat cat, skinny cat, live just 2 doors down. I stop in to see 'em when the family's not around. There's a fat cat, skinny cat, live just 2 doors down. I stop in to see 'em when the family's not around.
Thank you so much. Before our last song, we would like to do a special giveaway that we do at a lot of our shows. And so this is going to be on an honor system. We're not too worried about it, so you don't need to be either. But I am going to ask if your birthday is in the month of October, to please put your hand in the air. Any birthdays in October? Okay, great. Only one birthday. Okay. Well, that makes it very easy if that's the truth. We don't need to have any bad. Is your birthday also in October? Fabulous. So now we want to know which one is closest to today. So if your birthday was from, today is what, the 27th? From October 27th through the end of the month, keep your hand in the air. Neither of you. Okay, so let's do which one came first in October. If your birthday is close to October 1st, 2nd, 3rd, put your hand up. Okay, there's our winner.
Yeah.
Happy birthday
To you,
Happy birthday, Sylvia.
Sylvia.
Happy birthday to you.
We're giving Sylvia a Squirrel Hillbilly tote bag. So you guys see that. What's that? This was just the bag that we carried it in to keep it clean. So we'll close out with what did that say? Firefly.
Yeah, we'll close out with a little quiet song that we wrote called Firefly. And we would love to see you guys after the show if you want to come up and chat with us. We'll be breaking down our equipment and putting away instruments, and I'm very generous with sharing my instruments, so if you'd like to play anything, just come on up and ask. Gary is not as generous with his instruments, but he's super friendly, so you can chat with him even though he won't let you play his guitar. You are random bursts of energy. Inside a spark like yours, so cool and pure. I catch a glimpse of confidence and faith restored. Dazzling firefly, dazzling firefly, you mark a year gone by, gone by. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure to be here this afternoon.